As a dad, I found just one major deal breaker, which I'll get to in a bit. I'm going to cover what it was like as a family car for road trips. I try autopilot in reverse. I sleep in the car.
Good night, everyone.
I tried running the car down to 0%. The software update highlights. Fart right now, my wife's driving. Fart. I got into a car accident with my girls inside. Cost of charging using only public chargers. And gather my thoughts with wife about what we like and dislike about our life with the best-selling car in the world, the Tesla Model Y. It all started with getting my 6-month-old to do the inspection. Clearly, she did do a good job at the inspection because so far, no doors fell off and the trim inside still feels pretty new. But let me go ask wife because she literally drives the car 50% of the time to see if something fell off or whatever. Can I ask you a question real quick?
Yes.
Whilst owning this car for 501 days, has anything fallen off?
No.
Would you trade this for anything else? And if you do, what would it be?
No. I'll keep the car.
What if it's like a $300,000 Lexus SUV?
I don't care.
What is one issue that comes to mind, if you can think of one, owning this car?
Charging.
Charging is the problem, especially when you live in the apartment. Yeah. Alright, cool, thank you, that's all. This is what our typical Friday morning looks like. We ready the kids for ballet, shove them in the boot. After dropping wife and kids off at ballet, I go and charge the car in the parking lot. All the chargers are full. I grab a coffee, bring sushi to feed the kids. Then I put the fat baby to sleep whilst her older sister finishes off ballet. You know, earlier my wife mentioned how public charging is a pain in the ass? Now, this is the one major deal breaker for me. Living in an apartment, we don't have access to a power outlet. So we had to rely on shopping centers and paid public chargers around the neighborhood. The issue? The freaking wait time for other cars to finish charging. Now, this was an ongoing issue until I bumped into 8 cents per kilowatt hour charging with Origin EV Power Up. The second I heard about the 8 cents per kilowatt hour and you can charge anytime you want, I went to my mom's house. I'm like, I'm canceling your AGL, I don't care. And I cancelled it on the spot and signed up with Origin. It took me literally 1 minute to set up. I like to charge the car while I sleep. So what I do is I chuck my car at my mum's place because she only lives 3 minutes away. Guys, it is pouring outside. No idea if you can see me with this iPhone camera, but I don't know if you know. Wow, it's really raining. It's really raining. It's really raining. But like I can put water in this thing and still charge. Like, can you charge in the rain? I was confused about that. But then I saw a video.
Water here. I'm going to dump this in the bucket of water. I'm going to plug it into the vehicle and you can see it will start charging again.
Plug my car in. I'll take her car home and in the morning I'll come and swap the car. I calculated I could charge from 20% to 100% for $3.71. Bruh, this is a no-brainer. So let's open the Origin app. This is the magic. You click on this button. So basically here, if you look at it, in May, they are going to give us a $66.74 credit on our bill. And the thing is, this is live, so you can see everything here live. This is a no-brainer if you own your own house. If you don't own your own house, I think Jolt is the next best option. Let's start with what it's like as a family car for road trips and just day-to-day general use with the family. We utilized every single nook and cranny in this car. We used the frunk for just all the grocery shopping, any takeaway food and stuff like that, so it doesn't stink up the car. We use it to change the baby's nappy in back in the days. There's a storage underneath the boot, and we use that for all the crap that we kind of need, but not every day. So we've got portable baby chairs in there, we've got a portable toilet in there, scooters, things like that. Mainly all the kids stuff, pretty much. We actually went camping in the Model Y. We drove all the way to Ulladulla. We actually slept inside the car using camp mode. I don't know about your babies, but my fat babies always wake up before us. Always. So when they wake up, you show them some YouTube on the screen so you can get a couple more minutes in. Hello.
Hello, YouTuber.
We need to go film. I have some questions to ask about the Model Y. Is that okay?
Yes.
Alright. What do you like about the car?
I just like everything, but
Be more
well, I
specific.
like the design. I like how I can control with my phone. Also, you can use frunk. That's really good. I don't know. It doesn't feel like a car. It kind of
Right?
feels like a very safe moving home.
I like the mobile key. The fact that I can leave my house key inside the car. I like having the mobile app where I can see not only where my wife is, but I can see when she's coming home and how long it's going to take if she's got the GPS on. I can see what music she's listening to. BTS, Stray Kids. What's Stray Kids? You always listen to Stray Kids. What is that? I love autopilot, the software updates and constant improvements to the car over time. We have just received a new update that has this Vision Park Assist. It's downloading right now as I'm driving, and I cannot wait till I get to use this. I'm so pumped. How the hell does it know what's behind this freaking wall? That's ridiculous. There's another very recent software update where it finally uses the Matrix LED headlights. You can use high beam on any road and it will literally block out sections for cars, cyclists and humans. There was a time when I was driving and there was a car right in front of me, like freaking 20 meters in front of me, and it just blasted high beam and it just blocked off that car, and wherever that car went, there would be like this shade over it. Having no start button, no on button. Like in a normal conventional car, you get in, pull down the handbrake, and then you press the start button, and then you change your gear to gear drive, and then you drive like a caveman. You get in, you pull the stalk down, you drive off. That is crazy. What's up, brother? How easy was that? One underrated feature, the car suggesting where you might want to navigate next. And it is eerily accurate. After I drop the kids off at daycare, usually I go and hit the gym. So you press the nav button. First suggestion is the gym. Things we don't like.
Really? I don't like the roof.
Okay, I knew you'd say that. For me, obviously charging, waiting for public chargers is annoying, all that. But that was before we found Origin EV Power Up, because now we don't think about it. They improved the build quality a lot from the Model 3 to the Y, okay, especially the Shanghai built ones. But it still does feel a little bit clanky, a bit hollow, like the door sound, the frunk sound, you know, the boot sound. I didn't know until I tried the Model 3 Highland. Holy. The worst thing about this car for me is the stupid wiper. Elon knows how to shoot reusable rockets into space, and he can't freaking make a normal windshield wiper. Like, it's been 16,000 updates and they still haven't fixed it. It just wipes in the middle of the day. Like, my CRV's never done that. Trust me, when you first pick up your Tesla, it is a joy to even just charge your car. But after 40,000 kilometers of driving, it starts to become an inconvenience. Having to go to shopping centers, line up and wait for charging, it becomes a bit of a chore. I did some crazy maths. I've calculated we had an energy efficiency of 16 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. Obviously, everyone has the option to charge for free like I am today at a shopping center. But option one that is more sustainable is a charging facility called Jolt. $69 per month for unlimited charging. With a weekly cost at Jolt was $15.93, a monthly cost being $69, and a yearly cost of about $828. Okay? This is a great option for people who live in apartments. Now, fast chargers. Weekly cost would be $43.33 and a monthly cost of about $185.70. Is that cheaper than petrol? Barely. I'll be honest. Now, this puts it down to a yearly cost of $2,270.85 if you use supercharging network, okay? Now, the final option, which is also home charging, but it's with Origin EV Power Up. They advertise that you can charge a Model Y from 0 to 100 for $5, okay? But no one No one runs their car down to 0. 0%. It'll be a weekly cost of $5.74 and a monthly cost of just $24 and a yearly cost $300.30. This is ridiculous, guys. I got into a car accident with both my girls inside. My car wasn't damaged at all because my rims hit her both doors pretty much. So her both doors were dented. Luckily the girls weren't hurt. I reported the accident online to my insurance company and it just said you're at fault and the excess is a couple $1,000s. Anyway, a couple days go by, I get a phone call from my insurance company and they said, hey, upon reviewing the dash cam footage, you were not at fault. It was actually the lady's fault because there was no lane and that's why I couldn't see her. So I wasn't at fault. So they said, we will waive your excess and your car will be repaired by her insurance company. Now, you can install any dash cam, that's true. The very important camera wasn't the front camera nor the rear camera. It was the side camera, whatever you call it. And that's the camera that shot the lady being in the lane that she shouldn't have been in. It's built in and it's a standard feature in all Teslas. That's nuts. I saved a couple $1,000s on excess and got 2 rims repaired and got a brand new tire out of it as well, which was pretty cool. I did do a drive down to Melbourne. It was my first drive to Melbourne in my life. We actually pushed the car. No, literally, we pushed the car. That shot was a joke. We did hit 0% though, because we ignored the Tesla when it told us to charge. It said, if you don't charge here, you ain't gonna make it, right? We're like, bro, we'll make it. Well, I wasn't like that. I was actually scared. My friend was like, bro, we'll make it, bro. Don't worry about it, we'll make it. The car drove for another 30 Ks and we made it. And it felt incredible. Oh, we made it! We made it! So when your car tells you to charge on a road trip, go and charge. Yeah, don't be an idiot is what I'm trying to say, okay? Now, battery degradation is also a thing that petrol people don't have to think about. You can drive your petrol car like hell and the fuel tank's not going to decrease in size. Do you know what I mean? The car battery technology is quite different to your phone. So your phone might have a lifespan of 4 years. The cars can go much further. The longest LFP battery Model 3 that I've seen was about, actually, you know what? Let me ask Gemini real quick. That's about 292,000 kilometers and the battery degradation is only down to 8%. That is pretty wild. So we found a Model S that's done over 700,000 kilometers, same battery pack,
Same battery pack.
and 0 service. This is one of the highest mileage cars in the country, clocked up a whopping 430,000 miles. And my dad actually has one of these.
The original battery with degradation of probably lost about 65 miles range in total, and original motors.
So I am actually planning to hand this Model Y over to Joy when she hits 17. By that time, I should have done about 800,000 kilometers, and I'll do another follow-up video if the car is still rolling. And in order to prepare Joy, I bought her a brand new EV when she turned 2 years old. So how the heck am I gonna take this out? 저희가 저희 차.
저희 도망간다. 저희 도망간다.
저희 차 타러 갈까? Here are some frequently asked questions that I get from non-Tesla owners. Number one, are there any hidden costs? In our 501 days of ownership, nothing broke. We never went to the Tesla center, but there are hidden costs in that parts for the Tesla Model Y ain't cheap. I also wanted to mention that the universal mobile charger doesn't come with the car anymore. We got it with the car, but all the cars now don't come with a charger, which is mind-blowing. It costs $550. Another thing, tires run out on EVs a little bit quicker because the car is heavy and it has instant torque. Now I've done 40 something thousand Ks, my treads still look brand new. I did rotate the tires once, but one tire, if you want to get the original tire, okay, the ones that come straight off the boat, those tires cost freaking upwards of $650. But yeah, what happens if you're driving and then your freaking all four tires just blow up? Boom. Another thing, there are no spare tires. But what Tesla did was, there is actually a button on the app, roadside, flat tire, drivability concern, or charging. So Tesla thought about this. What if people are just stupid and drive the car till 0% and don't listen to the car when it tells you to charge? There might be idiots like that, okay? And so they put this option in there. This is actually free. It's free for the first 4 years of ownership. That's a good peace of mind. I was chucking a crap and then I just realized I forgot to mention this thing. Charging on road trips. I've never driven it on peak holiday season. I've never had to wait for a charger in my life on road trips, okay? Most people do their travels during the school holidays. EV charging, it becomes a nightmare. So let's jump in, type in Gold Coast. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 charging stops. Now, an old diesel Tiguan would be able to do this in one stop. No fueling. Here's a frequently asked question that I just made up, okay? What is the true cost of ownership? Now, if I was to charge at Origin, it'll cost me on a yearly basis $282. That is freaking peanuts. Let's actually times that by 10 years, $2,825.10. Okay? A Honda CR-V, a yearly cost of $3,717.40. And over 10 years, holy cow balls, $37,174. Did you hear that? I need to go to the toilet, so I'll be right back. Give me a second. Sorry guys, I totally forgot to film after I chucked the crap. But let's just go over the final verdict. Do I recommend this car? Yeah. But should you get this car to save money? No. If you want to save money, just buy a car for $5,000 and you can put in petrol for the next 30 years and it still won't cost as much as a Model Y, okay? If you want a car that's reliable, has a lot of power, you can have a lot of fun with, have a family or something like that, yeah, I recommend it. I think it's the best bang for your buck right now on the road. Cool. So do you recommend this car?
Of course. Can we get another one?